What's up, scorers? Welcome back to the channel. Before we start, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. We want to keep boosting the channel. We want to keep getting amazing guests. And today is nothing short of that. Today, we got a hooper. We got a baller. He talking shit. He talk what he need to talk. And he a Knicks fan. And you may have seen him with his uncle, Stephen A. Smith. Please welcome Josh Smith. What's up, my dog?
What up? You see him in uniform.
Yeah, I already said. I already know, bro. I already know. Yeah, I already know you a diehard Knicks fan, bro. Diehard Knicks fan. The thing I'm trying to understand about you, Knicks fan, is like where does the celebration come in at? Like y'all haven't won in a long time, man. Like you as if me and you wasn't even born when last time y'all won.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm bringing in the new era of fandom. Where it's like we not accepting like moral victories. We're not looking forward to next year. Yeah, has got to roll.
I heard that. How you feel about their performance last year? Do you feel like they should have won? Do you feel like it was Thibodeau's fault? Where you at? Where you stand?
I mean, I put it on Tibbs because there was games, even the series before. Like I said, I was in Manhattan when we was up 46 against the Celtics, game 6. You still got Bridges in. You still got OG in. It's like, at what point do you not realize we playing a team that plays everybody next? We knew
right.
Indiana was. We lost to them the year before, and Tibbs just ain't adjust, and that's why he's home.
So now let's talk about this season. They doing pretty good. I didn't even look at I didn't even look at their record. What's y'all record right now?
11-6, something like that.
Yeah, 11-6.
Third, fourth, yeah. Yeah.
So y'all ain't doing bad. Y'all see, my thing with the Knicks is I feel like y'all still got the same problem. Like y'all still had the same problem from last year as far as like y'all have a strong 5 but not a strong bench.
I think our bench is stronger. What we missing, and I hate to say it because it ain't like he a free agent or he's looking to leave, and I know he's hot on the tabloids right now.
Right.
We need like our Draymond Green. Like when you come into the paint on the Knicks, you don't believe that it's nobody on our team that's gonna snuff you, and I don't believe that, and I know that's not what we don't have that. So a Draymond or a Draymond type like Isaiah Stewart from Detroit, you just need some toughness. Like we skilled in this the best actual like team skill wise that I've seen since I've been watching, but we still missing that toughness, that gritty.
I agree. I do agree. I think y'all do need some toughness. Draymond Green. So everybody say Draymond Green. I'm gonna even say I'm not gonna put it out of my mouth. I'm gonna say Draymond Green is really good. I like Draymond, but with the Draymond Green we know and we came to love, he played with some of the best shooters and the best scorers. So I don't know if that's the guy for the Knicks, but I do think I like the Isaiah one. I like the Isaiah trade. I like that one.
I mean, only because like offense ain't what we need, and I feel like along with what Draymond does on the court, he's like that secondary coach that I feel we desperately need. Like we need some of that Thibodeau factor back, some of it. But the fact that you was like killing our plays all year, we can't afford to have you.
No, for sure. So anything less than a championship is an underachievement for you this year.
You just lost in the Eastern Conference Finals to the Pacers, and then and Oklahoma being like champions now really got me in the mood because 1, they got our colors. 2, they star. We could have drafted. I think that year we drafted his teammate. What's his name? Kevin Knox. I think we took Kevin Knox instead of Shea.
Oh, word?
Or was it Kevin? No, it was Kevin Knox instead of Devin Booker. But that's just the type. We could have had Shea and we had picked somebody else. It might have been a French kid or something like that. It's just the Knicks was the Knicks. Like,
yeah, man. I feel like the Knicks are like always find a way to drop the ball. I feel like they like the Dallas Cowboys. They like the Dallas Cowboys. They always find a way.
I ain't gonna put that on us, but yeah, it's really disheartening sometimes. It's just like, why didn't you take instead of Donovan Mitchell? Rick Pitino was on a podcast, Jalen Brunson podcast the other day, talking about I called them like take Donovan, and then you take Frank Ntilikina, Nick the Killer, whatever his name is.
No, you know what though? I do, in the positive side of it, I do feel like the Knicks are the most experienced team in the East right now. When it comes to understanding how to play, how to get to the Eastern Conference Finals, at least, like you said, they were right there. To me, I feel like they burnt out. They burnt out at the end. They was like, they only had five,
Yeah.
and Indiana they had a strong eight. So I think
Mhm.
that's where y'all burnt out at. But now the East is up for grabs. The East is up for grabs, and I believe that y'all can still go far as long as everyone stay healthy. That's your
Mhm.
biggest thing. Staying healthy.
I think as long as we avoid them teams where we don't know where the offensive focus is coming from, like them Orlando's where it could be Wagner one night,
Uh-huh.
Paolo another night. I'd rather just play Donovan Mitchell. You know, you taking 40 shots, we stop you, we win.
Yep. Those are definitely the hardest teams to play against.
Right, right,
Definitely. Do
right.
you
'Cause,
believe in they talk about a Spike Lee curse? I haven't seen does Spike Lee still come to the games? I haven't caught him
yeah,
on the sideline.
yeah, he's there.
Okay. Is it you believe it's a Spike Lee curse, bro?
I wouldn't call it a curse because, like you said, we wasn't there when they won. Spike was around. He's older, but I just feel like when it's time to like get excited or troll the other team, you might just be too tired. It's late at night. You up
Uh
in age, like get that seat up. At least sometimes. Give us.
right.
He should definitely swap it out with me, and it's just a different energy. When we playing them teams, like when we played the Celtics, right? People don't even.
Uh-huh.
I went to the game we went up 3-1. So that
Uh-huh.
was kind of when we knew we won the series. So Jaylen Brown was in the shooting round, and I was so close. They gave me an immediate pass, so that's where they messed up. And I was so close to him. I'm shouting and distracting him in the warm ups. He like, yo, Mike, I get him, man. And then they beat me from the rest of the game. So I wasn't there for Indiana, and that's why I really believe that we lost. So my energy inside of the
So
building,
you the golden ticket.
yeah, and
You
and,
the
and
sixth man.
I think I am. And the fact that they banned me and during our run, it was like, yo, now I got to do these watch parties. So I got to make sure that I'm at where I'm at.
No, one thing I love it, man. I love Knicks fans' energy. Like y'all not giving up. Y'all not switching up. Y'all got another team over there, the Brooklyn Nets. Y'all didn't even start to show them love when they had KD. You ain't mess with the Brooklyn Nets neither.
Nah, can't
That's
do that.
crazy. I mean, it's the same city. I mean, it's the same
They
state.
just got here though. They just got here.
So
So
if you came, so you couldn't wear both merch. You couldn't wear Brooklyn Nets one day next.
oh no, like I tell people, I'm a Knick fan, but I'm fly first. So if
Heard
it's
that.
if it's a nice looking, zip up or something like that, I'll rock it. The
Heard
white
that.
jeans out.
Heard that.
Yeah.
Hey, so you want to show what your uncle's the world for now, Stephen A. Smith, man, great guy. We gonna get into him in a second, but when it pause, but
Well, I was about to say, yo, I'll get them later. Go ahead.
hey, but at what point did he realize like, yo, we need some new flavor on the show. I'm gonna call my nephew. I mean, or was this something that you've been talking to him about, and he just finally, just gave in and said, you know what, come on, man, come on the show. How did this come about?
Nah, I was already like doing my thing in content. I,
Mm-hmm.
Juju of the Dan Lebatard show when he had his NBA, he had like an NBA section on Dan Lebatard show. He'll put
Uh-huh.
me in, especially during the playoffs, like consistently. So that's why he always somebody I'll shout out, look out for, no matter what. I don't be forgetting about who's doing what. And that was before I was coming on camera with my uncle, and he didn't really know the relationship and not like that. He just knew I knew what I knew, and I could do
Mm-hmm.
it in a different way. He was putting me
Right. So he put you on the show, and I mean it's been a hit. It's been a hit, bro. I like the. I mean, we all know Stephen A. Smith. We all know he got great takes, his extensive vocabulary, but then he bring his nephew on. How do you feel? Has you been getting the response from his audience? Has his show grown since you've been there?
it'd be mixed feelings. A lot
Uh-huh.
of people feel like, oh, all you do is talk about such and such letting his son do this, and you doing the same thing. When it's like there is a difference, but I do understand where people's coming from. So, you know, that's when me and him is different. I'll be like, I get it if there's something to be got.
Oh, so they think it's like nepotism. They think it's like the nepotism.
Yeah, and now and I'm not against that because I have a son, and if I'm in position like I'm working to be, it's gonna be things he don't got to go through. That's why I'm doing it.
That's the whole point of it.
Right.
Like that's the whole point. It ain't. I tell people all the time, man, y'all live in this gladiator story in your head that no one else is playing. Like if you in a good position to win in life, you work your ass off. You're supposed to put your family on. Like it would be weird if, to me, I think it would be weird if you wanted to be in that space. He was like, "No, I start from the bottom, find somewhere else."
Right.
Like that's the weird part.
Too. People see me and then they think, I don't know what they think, but it's a lot of us. And that's why when Stephen A has these problems and stuff like that, it's like, I don't know if y'all think he was born in like from a chicken and he was in an egg by himself and stuff like that, but it's so much of us and he's just the one that did it all the way. Like, I'm gonna go to college and get it right, but he comes from this is a whole bunch of people like me.
You got a big family?
Yeah.
Word?
Right,
Oh,
yeah.
shoot. How many, so what you like? So how many sisters and brothers?
Well, he got 4 sisters. One of them is my mom's.
Okay.
His brother passed away in in 92.
Right.
But he got cousins, and we from Hollis, so half of our family live across the street because they done hooked up with people. You know how it was in the 80s. It was crazy.
Right.
But so it's a lot of us, and a lot of us is like me, and none of us is is pinpoint like him and stuff like that. But like I told him, I'm like, put the cameras on some of us so they can see that your life is a little realer than people think. Like, we here waiting for you to bring the bag back. Stop playing.
So you said a lot of them are like me, and I feel like people know you, especially me. I'm one of the people that know you from the show, but don't know who you are. And I like to try to highlight your life, and just get to know you, man. So when you say people like me, talk about your background, where you come from, and at what point did you want to get into journalism?
Well, I realized probably at 12 that I'm not going to be an NBA player. But when the earlier you know that, the better off you are.
Facts.
What we doing? So it's like nobody can out talk me. It's not like I'm arguing, but if I have a point and it's a point and I could really deliver what I'm saying, and I don't know if that's a genetics thing because it's not like I went to school to do it. Like I went to college a little bit like your average. I'm your average story from Hollis, Brooklyn.
Right.
Like, get a regular job. Had two. I got 2 kids. One's 13, one's 4. I'm putting my son into media, and I want to start how people used to go straight from high school to the pros. I'm gonna do it like he going from junior high school to the pros because he's gonna show with me right now.
Oh, that's dope. That's tough. So when it comes to media, right? How important is it? Because I mean, I got into this space because I've seen so many false narratives and so many missing pieces to the arguments, and I'm like, I'm actually sometimes I'm shocked that people don't understand what they're watching as far as like entertainment, and things have to align with the NBA or a brand. And so I want to have a voice, and want to have a voice in that in this space because of that. What does media mean to you when it comes to influence and impact?
It's kind of I'm gonna roll over right over what you just said. Like, I didn't like what I was seeing, and when it's something that I could directly do about it because of who somebody might be that's very close to me, it's like I'll try to say my piece off camera, and it's just like it ain't really registering, and people need to know that from your camp, it's 2 sides, it's 2 perspectives and stuff like that. Like I feel like it'd be things that we don't agree on. Something as simple as, but it's not simple as like the GOAT debate. Like, y'all going through what y'all going through, but I got him as the GOAT. And I now argue, and my points would just be like, can't really argue with him. Once I make those points, I see Draymond and Kenyon going at it. It's like, if I say my position, nobody's gonna be able to beef with me is gonna be like, oh, he's making points. Like I'm stating facts, and that's what I just want to be able to stand on. Like,
right. Now you mentioned Stephen A. and Brian beef. Man, what did you think? Do you feel like your uncle was hating? I ain't gonna lie to you. I like both of y'all, man, but I'm gonna say he was hating at some point, or like I felt like he had a different responsibility in that moment, right? Like how people keep saying and talking to you about nepotism. I don't think it's nepotism. Nepotism's okay. I'm okay with it all. Like if LeBron want to help his son get in the NBA, cool. If Stephen A. want to help his nephew get on the show, cool. But I felt like Stephen A., in my personal opinion, I felt like he had a responsibility to kind of embrace the relationship with Bron and his son is playing on the same team. But he jumped in there, started off with like, yo, I'm coming to you as a father. To me, that was like a personal thing. He made the whole situation personal instead of embracing it. And then when you see it on other ends, like other people helping their kids, that's not being talked about on ESPN the way Stephen A. brought it to the table.
Man, well, LeBron is LeBron. He's the most talked about. Stephen A., they care about what he talks about the most when it comes to sports. So you're not going to like everything he said. People call him and reach out. And let's say that somebody called him and said, yeah, what Bron meant by Bronny's better than half the NBA. Like you put in that, you putting that on him where players and people are coming at gonna, give him a little bit more. Like, oh, let me see, instead of letting him be a regular, whatever draft pick he was,
right?
Regular pick, and now it's like you done gave the Pat Bevs like what he did with Lonzo. Like,
right.
Sure, he got 2 points tonight. Like, let it flow. And I think that's what he was saying, where it's like, yo, stop this, let him have a regular. Not stop this like he shouldn't be on the Lakers. Like, let his journey be regular. At least that's how I take it. And I don't get too involved because, I'm just now coming out. I might want to talk to Bronny one day. I might want to talk to LeBron one day. I ain't souring my
opportunities. I get it. No, I get it. But do you think like for me, I feel like that's cool though. Like you pose to hype your son up like that. Like I'm pretty sure you gonna hype your son up whenever
I would hype him, but like I said, you said Stephen A. got a certain responsibility. Ron, you the voice of the NBA. So when we hear you saying your son who's 18, 17 at the time, like, he better than half the league right now. People gonna believe that. Kids listening to you, they gonna believe that. So then them players is hearing that and they like, all right, cool. Let's see what it's about. And it's like you could have just, let him do his thing normally, like, and that's what he was talking about. And people spin it into whatever they want to spin it to, like, oh, his son shouldn't be on the Lakers. That's not what he's saying at all.
Gotcha. So do you think they can squash their beef? You think they could come down? One day they could sit at the table, talk like men? Because I think both of them have a responsibility. One has a responsibility as a father and a teammate to defend. And then your uncle has a responsibility of doing his job. He wanna give the best takes. He wanna be the first to say something about any trending topic. So they both got a job to do. I think they can come together. But you behind the scenes, you closer to both of these guys more than anybody. Yeah. So do you think they can? I mean, from just based off of what you saw so far, based talking to your uncle, do you think they can sit down and squash it?
I don't think nothing. As long as nobody got physical with each other, I don't think nothing is on. Like I said, they the two that's at the top of the. How could y'all not? Like one day y'all gonna have to. We gonna have to see y'all on camera sitting down. Besides the little clips that we have of that real, like we want to see us. It gotta happen. And if I could do something about it, I'm gonna try.
Heard that. So do you think? Last question on this. Now Stephen A. is on record saying that LeBron set the camera, like he set it up, like where it's only like one angle where where's one angle where LeBron is talking to Stephen A. Do you know what I'm talking about? That at the game?
No, not too much.
No, he was at the game when LeBron approached him and they had their conversation or whatever. And Stephen A. was saying like, yo, man, I think he set that up. Like he an attention guy.
Yeah, I don't even want to like give more of that incident any energy. I don't even want no clicks and nothing like that behind it because, like I said, if you can't ask me about them eventually talking and then it's like, oh, you think he set it up? That be the problem, and we start to like turn into like the media, and we don't even realize it. Like, and that's what I'm gonna make sure I don't do. Like,
Fair enough.
I'm gonna be who I am all the way through this shit.
Fair enough. Fair enough, man. I like it. So, you on the show with Stephen A. You giving him dating advice. What is he taking any advice, bro?
I mean, the reason I give him dating advice is because like he one of the people like don't go on these shows talking about me. I'm just saying that between me and you, I could give you dating advice. But I feel like minus the money. If we seeing Sarah over there and you want her and I want her, it's safe to say I'll probably be the one that leaves with her. So it's like if somebody's giving advice, we're gonna give it to the person that's able to, you know, date more than the other person. Like I date a lot.
Now you get some good advice. I mean, especially when I saw the clip where you talk about the music you play when a girl in the car, the one night only joint. You know, as you already know, the NBA players they doing wild stuff, bro. You got some guys out here. You know, DeJounte Murray. He been on the Shade Room with his girl. Anthony Edwards been in the Shade Room. What kind of advice? Zion been in the Shade Room. What kind of advice you got for these guys, man? Like you think they jumping out there too early?
You know what it is? I want them to think about them nights that they didn't get to have because, like I said, I chose the other route. So I'm the example. I was partying. I was having a good time. Mm-hmm. You know, I had enough time for all the girls. Not that they wanted me more than it, and they got to play ball, but they got to play ball is focusing playing ball.
Right.
So you did all that. You ain't have no fun like that to get to the point of where you're financially comfortable and you're gonna just hand that over to somebody that wasn't there. And you know that's their intentions. Like if I'm gonna get money, I'm gonna go back and get 10, 20 of the joints that I would have. You feel me? Like my taste isn't gonna change because I got more money. Like now I'm just gonna get more girls.
Right. Right. No, yeah, I agree with you. And I was telling my editor over here, he young, he about 24. And he got that mentality. Like when he see a girl on TV or a girl pretty in person, they automatically go to, yo, would you wife that? And I'm thinking like when I was growing up, I that was like I had to it was steps to get to that mindset. Like it was like if I see a girl, I might, I'm gonna take it down, but I'm the wife right away.
Right. Like how do I know that over how she looks? Like
and that's what I think these young guys are going into. I think they make the commitment in their mind. Like they see the girl who they always saw before they had the money. And they say to themselves, if I had an opportunity, I'll wife that. And just completely ignoring the background.
What matters.
Yeah. So your advice to them is just put things in perspective. Go back to the girls you had before and fix them up.
Fix them up. Exactly. And some of them, some of them don't have to be fixes. These kids is like 22, 23, 24. And then you dealing with 40-year-old women on Instagram that look like they're trying to look 24. Why you just don't get a 24-year-old?
Right. Like that's the thing that's bothering to me. Like, yo, come on, bro. But the old heads got game. You know, these older women got game.
Bro, I'm not out here looking for a stepmother if I got it like that.
These young boys is different breeds, bro. Right. Different breeds. So you also brought up the Draymond and the Kenyon Martin beef, man.
Yeah.
What do you think? What's your take on that? Did Draymond have a point? Like, if you think Draymond is, does he have a point? Does the accolades mean everything in this case?
To me, he not even arguing like he could because one, accolades matter. Then two, it's like if we want to go stats too, Draymond Green in the most important game of his life, if Steph Curry shows up a little bit, they beat LeBron in that game 7, and he probably gets Finals MVP. Game 7, he had 32, 15 rebounds, and 9 assists. I don't remember the Kenyon Martin game where he was anywhere near that. And I'm not saying that Kenyon Martin isn't better than Draymond Green. I'm not saying Draymond Green is better than Kenyon Martin. I'm just saying if you're going to go to stats, let's remember everything. Like
Right.
Draymond Green got playoff runs where Steph Curry wasn't playing, and it was him and Clay, and they needed 25 from Draymond Green. I seen him get 25. So it's not about. I want to ask you this: You
Mm-hmm.
think Draymond Green is better than Dennis Rodman?
Do I think Draymond Green is better than Dennis Rodman?
Mm-hmm. In other words, if Michael
No.
Jordan is off, could we
No.
rely on Dennis Rodman to give us 32 and 15 tonight? Hell
Now,
no.
we couldn't rely on. We see. My thing is this. Here's my thing with the Draymond thing. I said no. I said I don't think Draymond better than Dennis Rodman. Hear me out. Hear me out. I've witnessed Dennis Rodman grab 16 rebounds a game, average that a game. That's like for multiple teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Draymond can. The Draymond, everybody's case for Draymond is wrapped around this Clay and Steph. Like even when you talk about the points in the game 7, like you said, Steph. It wasn't the fact that Steph didn't show up. Steph couldn't show up. They had a good defensive scheme. He shot 19 shots and had 17 points.
Mm-hmm.
Klay Thompson, same thing in that game. I believe he had 14 points. If I'm coaching, if I'm gonna lose to that team, I'd rather lose to Draymond than lose to the other team. So they giving him these shots. I mean, now granted, you have to be skilled. You have to be a good player to actually put the ball in the hoop. I agree. Could Dennis Rodman do the same thing offensively when it comes to points? Absolutely not. But I haven't seen Draymond's game and Draymond's skill set is around the best players that ever, like best shooters, best scorers that ever played the game. So when I say a better player, I'm thinking from the power forward position. What would I want from my power forward? He has to grab crazy rebounds, and yes, he has to score. Do I think Draymond would have been a scorer for another team? No, I don't think so. And I'm going to do the same thing for Kenyon. Like, I think Kenyon is ahead of Draymond as far as the player. Like, I've witnessed Kenyon do the average 16, 14, 16 points for the Nuggets like he did for the Nets. He was the second leading scorer for the Nets. And those teams went to the finals. That's hard to do because you got defensive schemes wrapped around you versus being the fourth option for your team. So none of it was like now Dennis Rodman. I'm gonna say yes when it comes to grabbing rebounds and shit. Yeah, I want Dennis Rodman, bro. I want the person gonna give me 16 a game.
So this is the part that we leave out with Draymond too, because I just mentioned what I mentioned about what he can do, his capabilities, being able to score 32, being able to get 15 assists. These is like career highs, but he's able to do that. That's his game.
Right.
Now, what's asked of him on the other end, where it's like you're 6'7".
Right.
Hey, listen, we got LaMarcus Aldridge this series. LaMarcus Aldridge is one of them ones. Yo, listen, we got Blake Griffin this series. Blake Griffin, one of them ones. We got Kevin Love, 3-4 finals in a row. These are his matchups, and these are the power forwards that you would rank ahead of him. But what he does makes your team better than their team. Right. And that's where I give him. I'm giving him credit. I'm a Knicks fan. I want to win. He got fooled in things, and this has everything to do with what he do on the other end. Whatever he do offensively is like additional. He's like Ben Wallace that could run a fast break.
Now, I agree with the defense part. Like, I watched them last night. They played against Pelicans, and I saw he did a great job against Zion. Defense, no, and here's the thing. I think the conversation gets thrown off if you choose one player over another, and they believe, like, so if I choose Dennis Rodman or if I choose Kenyon Martin over him, that doesn't mean he's a bad player. Like, he's definitely a great defensive player, but so was Kenyon Martin. So was, what's his name? Dennis Rodman. They was all great players. They can all guard 1 through 5.
Yeah.
But I believe his career, most of his career has been about defense. So I'm with you on that. I'm with you. There's no disagreement on that one. So, but as far as like production, on that, like being capable of scoring 32, I think every NBA player is capable of scoring 32. But when it comes to actual averaging, like doing it, like doing it night in and night out, 82 games, that's why I'm looking at when it comes to him and Kenyon Martin part. Even with Dennis Rodman averaging 16 rebounds, that means some nights his worst nights is like 12 rebounds.
So in this NBA, right? that's also what Draymond Green has dealt with, like a shift of errors, where now you're not averaging 15 rebounds because we're taking 63s. The rebounds now is bouncing so long that every point guard averaged 6, 7 boards now, where it looks like, oh look, you triple double threat. No, you're not. They just shoot so many threes that it's rebounds everywhere. Like, it's cool to shoot 35% now because we're not shooting nothing but threes. We're not taking easy shots no more. With Dennis Rodman could grab a rebound because David Robinson took a mid-range where a miss was regular and you right there with the rebound. So numbers could get funny right now, and that's why I just go to what I see. Like, instead of like what I going to Google, like, oh, he averaged 15 rebounds. Like, why is he averaging 15 rebounds?
That's fair.
I even go back to what's his name? Bill Russell. God bless him.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to Bill Russell's numbers, you would be like, what the was going on back then? Because he's shooting 38% for like his career.
Yeah, for sure. Mr.
You're not
Gang
taking
layups.
threes, so why are you shooting 38%? What's happening? Somebody not explaining that. You average 30 rebounds. What you think is going on? The thing that they make fun of Angel Reese about?
Same thing Bill Russell was doing.
Like, and I ain't making fun. I like Angel Reese, so when they make fun of her, it makes me go check Bill Russell's numbers. Like, this is who y'all love. What about him?
Yeah, I don't think we ever talk about Bill Russell's skill set. We just talk about him being a major factor on 11 ring team. But when it comes to Draymond, I believe in his skill set. I know he's skilled. I'm not taking nothing away from him. I'm talking about but that debate with him and Kenyon, I'm just like, bro, we talking about the player. We talking about a 6'9". Kenyon, it ain't nothing Kenyon can't do that Draymond could do. Do you feel like? No, I don't think Kenyon. I think Kenyon can do the same things if given the same opportunity. But he just didn't have to do that because he had an amazing point guard. Then he played with 2 scorers. He didn't have to make plays. Them dudes was making plays for themselves.
I'm saying I was watching Kenyon.
Mm-hmm.
So when Kenyon gets the rebound, he's looking for a kid and he's looking to get it back when he's near the rim.
Right.
Draymond Green to get the rebound and look to create for whomever. Like, we know who he played with, but he came from Michigan. I was watching Draymond in high school. He's been that player that triple-double. I do a little bit of everything or a lot of everything, depending on what team I'm on. But I'm able to do it. So that's just what I see with Draymond. I think he get a lot of slight. You're playing with, shoot first Steph, who's my favorite player. I don't have a problem with Steph. We just breaking down what the game is. You playing with a point guard who's the best option on our team is for our point guard to be taking a shot.
Right. Listen, man, I think he in a great system. I think it's for me, for this debate, is a system player versus the A player. Like, when you not, that's my thing with LeBron too. Like, LeBron, I think he would have won more championships if he was in a different system or a traditional system where he can rely on versus him freestyling the whole way through. He had for every ring he's won, he had a different coach. Well, except for the Miami situation, but he had the coach. It was their coach first ring. So I think if Kenyon had a different system, it might be different. But both players are good though.
Yeah,
both players. We can land on that. We can land on both players was good. Both players was efficient, and yes, Draymond got more accolades.
Yeah, and I'm mad when the Knicks had got Kenyon. I feel like we got him like 3 years too late. What the Knicks do on a regular basis, just get a player 3 years too late. But I feel like we got him 3 years too late. We'd have had Kenyon, and we had with Melo and them. Oh man.
What you said Steph was your favorite player?
Yeah.
Steph your favorite player? What's your top 10? What's your top 10 in players all time?
Top 10. I'm gonna start at 1 because that's more like I remember what my top 5 is, and then I'll just work it out. 1 is Braun, 2 is Mike, 3 is Kobe, 4 is Steph, and 5 is Magic.
Okay,
that's my 5.
That's a strong one. So I'm around there. I'll have Braun 1, Jordan 2. I got Shaq 3, Kobe 4, and KD 5.
Your KD 5?
Yeah, KD 5.
Kevin Durant?
Kevin Durant. You don't like Kevin Durant?
Now he's in my top 10 along with Shaq. I was about to finish it out. What's controversial about my top 10, right? Because I'm not ring crazy.
Yeah.
since I'm not ring crazy, I would have like I got a new best power forward ever. So,
Who is it?
Giannis.
I'm with you on that. Like I've been saying, Giannis is number one. What's your reason? I'll tell you my
I
reason.
see. I was just about to say it's
Go ahead.
because the argument, you know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the resume, and it's like, bro, I'm watching Giannis. Like I just said with Draymond, his capabilities to me. When sometimes you the fastest out there. Sometimes you jump the highest. You almost always give the most effort. You play defense like it's no missing with him. He's like Shaquille O'Neal, but like skinny. And he's not skinny no more, but like he was dominantly playing like Shaq when he was Anthony Davis size. And I'm like, yo, you can't make this up. And if he had like that Ginobili, Popovich, Giannis,
he's out of there.
Circumstantial, like I said, certain rings and stuff is circumstantial. So I'm looking at what I see, and I'm watching Giannis. He's the best power forward I've seen play.
I mean, for me, I put Giannis number one power forward because now everybody wants Tim Duncan to be the guy, and I think Tim Duncan is good, but Tim Duncan really, I'll get that in a second. But Giannis had to average 35 points to actually win a championship, scoring 50 points in a closeout game. We never seen Tim Duncan do that. Like Tim Duncan is probably the only superstar or person in this ring debate where he only had to average 21 points for the most part of his career to actually win. You know what I'm saying? So a guy like Giannis to put the Bucks on his back to do what he's doing, and he played like how I want my power forward to play. Get a lot of rebounds, be disruptive in the paint, run the floor, and I believe he had more capabilities than Duncan. Like when it comes to actually dribbling in the basketball.
Yeah.
So
easily.
So yeah, that might be a hot take right there, bro. That you said that. So you got Giannis Giannis is that's your six?
Nah, Shaq was my six.
Shaq was your six.
I'm just saying, I got Giannis in the top 10 or replacing Tim Duncan. I don't put people in the top 10 that I really didn't see play. Magic is a little different for me, but that's where I stop it. After that, I'll like keep it like if I had to see an error, I had to see it.
Right. Because who else in the 10? So we had 7.
At 7, I got Dream.
Yeah, he official.
I got Hakeem. I seen that. Like the things I was here to see, I'm not gonna go against. That's 8, right? That's 8.
Yeah, that's 8.
Yeah, it's tough. And the last 2, like people gonna be calling me. Life is different for me now.
I heard that.
I told you KD I gotta throw KD in my top 10, so that's 9.
I feel like when I said KD was my 5, you was kind of surprised, bro. Like what?
Yeah, in the 5, that's the 5 is real. That's high. I got him like he falls into like the 8, the 8-9 range with me. And then whoever you want to throw Tim Duncan in there for respect factors. Cool.
Right.
Westbrook, that's another not like non-ring situation where it's like, I got Westbrook mad high.
You should though. Like he
to have Oscar Robertson and an argument used to Mr. Triple Double, so he got it. That's how I feel.
Right. He did it 4 times too.
Right. And
he did it 4.
Made it like a thing that's just not even special no more. Like Russell Westbrook did that.
Right.
So that's that. And Jokic is like bubbling. He trying to make his way in. Like,
no, yeah, Jokic is up there. I think he's up there for the centers. I'm not sold. I'm not sold in the top 10 yet, though. Not the top 10, bro.
He 2 more seasons?
Yeah, like doing what he's doing.
Like 2 more, right?
2 more seasons.
I Russ do it at the point guard, and it's like, but Denver's winning a little bit more than Russ' team ever was. But we gonna see. Like Jokic is mad impressive, though. I was hating for like the first 4 years. I'm like, all right.
No, he impressive for sure. To do what he's doing, he's a smart player. It just ain't traditional for what we used to.
Right. That's what this whole thing is. That's the Draymond shit.
Yeah.
Not the tradition. He's not back to the basket power forward. He's more, I got the rebound. Let's go. Let's run. And I'm stopping your fast break too. That right there is the important part of Draymond that I used to recognize from 2015, he's the difference between him and David Lee. Once Steve Kerr made that swap, he's stopping the other team's fast breaks. And 3-on-1s, he's scaring one and then blocking the next. Like he's that guy, and he still do it. So it's like
Nah, you could. I think I said this before in one of my clips. Every team needs a Draymond. I think every team definitely needs a Draymond. But no, you got a solid top 10, bro. You got a solid top 10. I ain't got no debates for that. I mean, I'm with you when it comes to not putting players in my top 10 who I didn't see. You know, I don't. So I don't have. Like I know Magic was good.
Yeah,
Um,
that and yeah,
but I don't have Magic there though. Like I watched the ever see for me with like Kevin Durant. I watched the evolution of him. Like I watched him in Texas. You know, I was introduced to him when he played for Texas, and just to see him like lead the league at 21 years old, get the MVP, win championships, and still doing it. He still had that same expectation at 17. I mean, we talking 17 years in. You still expecting that man to score at least 27 to 30 points a night. That ain't easy.
so how you feel about the super team era? Or is it still going on? I feel like it kind
I
of.
mean, I listen. I don't even call it a super team era. I think that's like a media term. I think is a basketball formula. Every basketball team or every winning team had 2 to 3 All Stars, except with the exception of maybe, I mean, Hakeem Olajuwon won it back in '93, I believe, and he was the only All Star. But he had Otis Thorpe, who was an All Star years prior. Same thing with the Detroit Pistons. They had one All Star in Ben Wallace, but then Chauncey Billups won the Finals MVP. So they had a All Star caliber player on their team. What's his name? Giannis did it. Giannis did it. But that year, Chris Middleton didn't make the All Star game, and Drew Holiday didn't make the All Star game. But they was All Star caliber players. Same thing with Jokic. You know, he won it being the only All Star. But Jamal Murray, in my opinion, he's an All Star
Right
caliber player.
Right
You know what I mean? So I just think you need that. Especially in today's era, when they talk about Bron starting a super team. He played against super teams in the finals. Like it wasn't like he was playing against some scrubs. Like he had teams that had playing against teams with 2 All Stars.
And this is why I got him number one, because before all that super team stuff, when he lost to the Spurs but got to the finals, and it's like, oh shit, he done figured out how to get past Detroit. Now he just gonna figure out how to beat the Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
And then here come the Celtics creating Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett.
Right.
So it's like, all right, so I done figured out how to dominate the East. Now y'all bring this team on, and I got to figure this out, and then figure out the Spurs again. I'm not doing it. And to his credit, he stuck around, lost to the Celtics, then lost to Dwight, and was like, all right,
right.
This is enough.
But he came back too, though. People don't never throw that in there. Like he came back and still won.
Yeah, that too. I mean, like I said, I told you where I got him. I don't know what's going on in the world.
Do you and Stephen A. Do y'all have beef? Y'all have beef about that? Like you're number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because look, I say Jordan number 2, and that's for now. I'm with the changing of the gods. Like, if I see better, I'm saying better. I'm not about to sit here and just be loving Jordan. If that's not what it is, that ain't what it is. And I got Steph on his heels.
Yeah, I don't see. That's the thing, man. I don't understand this part about basketball. Like every sport, there's an evolution to every sport. There's an evolution to everything, right? Like I use this analogy. I love my Buick Park Ave back in the day. It was like my first car. Growing up in Philly, that was my first car, Buick Park Avenue. But I got a nice car. I got a nice car now. That doesn't take away from the feeling I have for my Buick Park Ave, though. That's still like one of my top favorite cars. Like, you know what I'm saying? But but again, times has changed. There's different types of cars now. You know what I mean? So same thing with Jordan and the Jordan thing and in basketball. Like Jordan was the greatest of his era. Jordan was the greatest for a long time. But then we can't just ignore the fact that somebody's playing for 23 years and playing at the level they've been playing and winning the overall top scorer all time, top in assists all time, doing both things simultaneously, and we just ignoring. He was 6'9", 250, and then won with every team he played on. Like we can't ignore that and just be like, oh yeah, when somebody else did something one era, because same thing with Kareem. Kareem got 6 rings. And we don't never say we never was in a hard debate about him for decades at a time.
No. I mean, that's another thing too. And that's where it's like, oh, who started super teams? I'm not sure, But I do know that Kareem being on the Lakers and then the Lakers getting the number one pick in Magic, and then like a year or two later they get the number one pick with Worthy.
Yep.
What the hell? Ain't all the teams in the league? And that's where it's like, all right, y'all got these chips, circumstantial. I ain't about to just putting people in top 10s, and I know the story. Like, I've been watching, so my top 10 gonna be based off my eyes. Like,
facts. And that's what I was talking about when it comes to understanding what we're watching. Because they're not going to have Magic Johnson struggling to get into the playoffs, being the player he was. They're not going to have Jordan. They're not going to give Jordan $30 million and then say, all right, you got to fight your way to the top. You know what I mean? When they're paying you, they're going to put the right people around you to make sure that you are in the finals. Yes, you have a job to do too by putting the basket in the hole, but at the same time, they want to make sure the right people around you. That's why when I can say super team, I don't think it's a super. I think it's just a winning formula. Like if you're good, they're going to put the right people around you.
Nah, like a super team is like two stars that should have their own team, calling each other in the summertime. Yeah, man. Listen, man, we can't be. Let's wipe the league out. We've seen it happen a couple times. I like KD with Golden State. Wrong with the Heat. We knew those teams would be there at the end. We don't know if they're gonna win it all because things happen, injuries happen. But if all is right, they'll be there in the end.
Do you have a problem with it? What's your take on it? Because I'm about to say you from New York, bro. I'm pretty sure you've been to a park. And you was like, yo,
get me mad because they used to act like we was gonna get the super team, and then they decided to go to Miami or they go to Brooklyn, like everywhere but here. And that's why I'm here. I make it cool again to want to be in a garden, like, and not be in the garden killing us. Talking about, we had something called like it was like Killer Week or something like that, where like Kobe, LeBron, and then Wade all gave us 50 plus in 1 week, and it was just like we're a joke. We had Al Harrington and them, who Al Harrington was like fighting back. He'll have the 30, 35, but still like it's just like, damn. So when we gonna get somebody where we know? Every night we got Brunson now, so it is. We ain't think it was him, but it's him.
No, y'all tried. Yeah, one thing about the Knicks, y'all have tried to put a championship team together at times. Like when you said we had Melo, Melo, Stoudemire, Chandler, but they was just out of their prime. Was Jason Kidd on that team too?
Yeah, out of their prime.
Exactly what we said.
That was that 1 year, and we lost to Indiana again. Indiana's Indiana, man.
Indiana got y'all number too, man.
Nah. Well, I don't think y'all worry about them this year. So.
Nah, not at all. They definitely tanking this year. Right. I saw the clip with you called in, I believe is Josh Hart and Brunson show.
Yeah.
And you ain't want to call him Josh because you said you the number one Josh. So I want you to rank yourself amongst these Joshes. I want you to rank yourself. Well, who popular right now? Who popping right now? Josh Smith, former Atlanta Hawks. Josh Powell, my guy. He used to play for the Lakers. He got a championship. He got a championship with the Lakers. Josh Hart, who we just speaking of, and Josh Giddey, who playing for the Bulls right now. Who the most lit between y'all?
I'm ranking them, or I'm just picking one.
You just ranking them. You're ranking them all. Your name in there too, though.
Okay, well, I'm one. We'll start at one. Josh Hart is 2, and it could be for a couple of reasons. His out of the Joshes you named, he's probably technically the most popular.
Josh Hart over Josh Smith?
No. Right now, Josh Smith. I'm Josh Smith.
Yeah,
so when you thinking about both of us,
So you saying when NBA fans think of Josh Smith, they thinking of you first?
You don't think so? You want to say that?
I mean,
our NBA show coming out. If that's not the case, then we doing something wrong here. I'm on the show.
I think it's tied up. I ain't gonna lie to you. Josh Smith was my guy. Like I like Josh Smith, and I was like, damn, it can't be 2 Josh Smiths. Like we gotta get you a nickname. We gotta get you Joe, a Josh, something.
Back in the
J.
day,
Smith.
When my uncle used to do like the scouting for the high school players, he had a CD. This is when DVDs was a thing.
Right.
DVD said Josh Smith on it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, oh, this shit might be me. So I'm like, I put the shit in there, and it's him. He on some like his jersey was green. He was wearing number 5, and he was dunking on everybody.
I think was that the Atlanta Celtics he was on? I think he was on
What
one
I
of them.
did, I burned it, and I sent mad people I know, like, look at me. Look at me. That's before you could really like AI and all that. That was the first. Started that.
All right, we're gonna put you number one, Josh Smith. We're gonna ask the people. We're gonna ask the people. When you think of Josh Smith right now, what Josh Smith you think about? Do you think about Josh Smith that's in front of us right here, or do you think about Josh Smith from the Atlanta Hawks? Let us know, man. Let us know. So you got to show.
Maybe in Atlanta.
Maybe in Atlanta.
Yeah,
I mean, listen, bro, you popping right now, though. So you might have an edge right now. I haven't seen Josh Smith in a long time. I haven't seen him on no podcast.
His son is nice. He might just be doing that. His son is like ranked and shit like that. And his name is Josh Smith Jr.
Damn. So you gonna get
I can't catch a break.
Yeah, man, you can't catch a break. We gotta get you a nickname. We gotta get you something.
Now you said it, I gotta get a nickname.
Yeah, because when you Google it, when you Google Josh Smith, that's the first person to come up. Or you gotta do a lot of work in your space. One of the two.
Yeah. I mean, I think 3-4 watch parties. We gonna fly you out.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, get you here and on the couch, and once we go crazy a couple times, and be like, Josh.
I'm from Philly, bro. I be going home sometimes. Like I just live in LA.
Drive.
Yeah, easy. I got most times when I come back home, I definitely drive over to New York, man. Drive over there, go shopping or something like that.
But before All-Star, I expect you on the couch.
Well, that's a bet, man. Talk to us about the watch party, bro. That's your new show coming out.
Yeah,
what's that about?
The watch party is gonna be like different spots. Right now it's New York, but it'll branch out. Like I'll be going to like Miami, Houston, the cities that host people like me. Once again, I say you like that. But I'll be going and hosting these parties, and what's going on at them? I'll have a live DJ. I'll have an artist come through. Hopefully they have current music out, and they'll it'll be like you come in there, even if you're not there to watch sports, which is what be happening with the ladies a lot. You come in there to see the halftime show. It's like we pretty much jacking the Super Bowl format, bringing it to just overall like whatever's going on. If we watching the conference championship games, halftime here is going to be Max B or something like that. Like,
that's dope.
Just keeping it lit, giving people a reason to want to be in New York.
That's dope. I like that. I like I told you before off camera. I like that concept, bro. I like that, bro. Where can we find it though? Where can we find the live show? And when can we expect it?
It's gonna have a live YouTube link tonight that I'm gonna have on my page. So my Instagram page, Joe Smith 776. You go to my stories, you'll be able to see it, or I'm gonna have it in my bio by the time they send it to me in about an hour. It starts today at 5. The most Knick games that's surrounding the weekend. So it'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If there's a Knick game, then I'm gonna be there hosting it with a celebrity.
Dope. And who the Knicks play tonight? I ain't look at the schedule yet. It's early morning over
Toronto, who just out of nowhere, like, and it's not out of nowhere because we gave them 2 out of our top 5 scorers. So they're cooking. And then you got Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes tough. You got Glorilla. You feel me? Like hold that down. He's an all-star now, and because he's this is what happens when you win in at home. Like
I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't think the Raptors was gonna. Earlier on when I watched them play, I just thought they was good players, but individual players. They didn't know how to put it together as a team. But they started to gel together. At first, I had them like, "Yo, if you want to go to a cheap game, take your girl to a cheap game. Mark your schedule when the Raptors in town." Now they number 3 or number 4 in the Eastern Conference right now?
No, they're number 2.
They're number 2. That's right. They number 2. I was thinking Miami number 4. But yeah, they looking nice, bro.
Yeah.
So y'all got the Raptors tonight. And y'all won last night. So y'all doing good there. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a good game tonight. I'm gonna check the show out though too.
Cat got it. When you got, and this is another thing that's going on in the NBA right now that you're gonna hear me complaining a lot about. It's like they gave up on the point guard position.
Yeah,
And like Dallas, like I don't care who you got as the point guard. It's a point guard that's been playing point guard their whole life. You mean to tell me Cooper Flag is a better option at the one?
here's my here's my thing with Cooper Flag, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, he had a good game last night. He had 35 points last night.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing with Cooper Flag is that I think that's the best position for him, like the point guard, because it takes away from his inabilities on a nightly basis on a nightly basis to score, right? Like, so he has small forward or shooting guard position. He don't have a better shooter than Clay. I don't think he plays better than PJ Washington. So then you got the number one pick there. So those guys gonna outplay him in those positions. So the only way to keep him on the court is have him play the one, and then we just look at Jason Kidd like, yo, what you doing? Put him at the one versus like looking at your number one pick coming into Dallas after you just got rid of Luka, and now you're like, damn, he averaging 13 points, 14 points. So if you put him at the one, it's like, yo, it's the coach's fault, not his fault if he's not scoring, if he's not doing what a number one player doing. So I think if on the scheme of things, if I'm scheming and I'm trying to hide some flaws, trying to hide the mistakes from my fan base, like, yo, we got rid of Luka, and this is the next guy up. Oh shoot, the next guy averaging 14.6. They'll put him at the point, have him kind of come down and just move the ball and get out of the way, and we just blame you.
Yeah, I mean, like Ben Simmons, they put the ball in his hands as the point guard, and then it was like
good one,
right. And then it was like you almost forgot how to do everything else. You forgot how to do everything else. So you don't want to. Like I said, Cooper Flag in high school, he was like scoring, rebound, all that. Now you putting like responsibilities on him that he ain't never had at the highest level.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, yeah, this is what they be doing. Like instead of coaches being coaches, scouts being scouts, find point guards. Like if there's people playing point guard out here, everything is not positionless. Oh, he's tall, he can shoot. I'm betting on the ceiling opposed to what he could do right now. So that's what a lot of the NBA is right now too. So.
Yeah,
I'm just
facts.
Knicks don't fall trap today.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, y'all depend on Brunson a lot on the ISO. That ISO, y'all got that. That's my thing with y'all team, bro. Because he has to average like 28. He has to average like 28 every year.
He Allen Iverson.
Yeah, bro.
Left-handed. Like,
exactly.
Everything they needed from AI, we need from him, and he got a better team than AI ever had. So it's like
that's true.
That's why we expect the most from this season because it's like, all right, we got Allen Iverson basically with a cat who's very sometimes-y, and he be looking funny out there, bro. I don't express myself, but he's.
Yo, I saw this video, man, where Cat was missed so many defense assignments on a rotation,
and he'd be like. What you looking for? And then it's like Mike Brown. That's where Mike Brown, yo, you gotta use your voice. And if I be looking at him when I see Cat do that, I just be looking for whatever like energy Mike Brown got. Are you screaming on him? Are you like just coaching? And if I don't see it, your hands in your pocket, you chilling. It's just like nah, son, I got to do something. I'm going to Twitter or I'm calling Jalen Brunson podcast. Somebody got to say this stuff.
Right. Right. No, I agree. Y'all definitely need more out of Cat on the defensive end. On defense end, that's why I agree with you. I need somebody like what's the dude from Detroit, Isaiah
Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart. Yeah, y'all need a guy like him down there.
Right, and he gonna hold you accountable if you missing assignments. You gonna know like, damn, he about to get on me. That's that Draymond shit that I'm talking about. Like, we need somebody that's gonna hold people accountable, like that coach on the floor. We don't got that.
That's facts, man. But hey, man, I appreciate you, bro. So we got the live show tonight. We got the Knicks all season. I'm gonna tap in. I'm gonna be talking shit to you when y'all going if y'all go on a losing streak, bro.
Yeah, no, I'll call back in. We on the street.
That's a bet. That's a bet. And with anything else you got coming up, we should know about. You want people to know about in this moment?
Yeah, like me and Gilbert Arenas, we got smoke. Well, we had Madden smoke. I'm not really a Madden player. I'm a 2K guy.
Right.
NBA, so he took advantage of me learning Madden last summer, and we had it posting all over the internet, him beating me and stuff like that. So I'm just waiting on my 2K.
Are you nice in 2K?
Yeah, I'm nice in the game though. I don't play like the park and all that. I'm nice.
That's why I was about to ask. Cause that's what I do, bro. I do the 2K thing. No, I don't do the park thing. I do the online thing. I ain't.
That be more my because I like to like play the average against them. We having these conversations and stuff like that. All right, we'll pick them tonight. You gonna play for 200 stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we might have to link on that.
That's content right there. So
you gotta tell me how to do that though. Like I don't know how. Like I just do it out of, I got some down moments. I just really want to, what I mean. I used to hoop, but I tore my ACL like 5 years ago. So I picked up, and I've been boxing. I've been boxing for a long time, but I started taking boxing competitively. But as far as like get me going, like to get that competitive drive out of me, I play that 2K. Like that basketball competitive drive to work myself up. I play the 2K, man. So how that work though? How does it work when it comes to the playing two? What y'all play online, like record it or what?
Yeah, we'll play online. Gilbert got a whole, he like the NBA content king right now, so he got like all types of setups. And if he just want to shoot around, he got 4,000 people watching him on YouTube, and like he just turned everything to $1. I fuck with Gilbert. But yeah, he pretty much, he'll show me, he'll be showing me the ropes and stuff like that. So whatever he showed me, I'll show you, and we get it on. Like,
yeah, let's talk about that once we get off this joint right now. I'm about to close out. I want to talk because I play 2K a lot, man. So I want to,
you might as well make it exactly. When you look at the time, you're like, it's 4 a.m. I've been on 5 hours. People get paid for this. All right.
Yeah, shit, 5 hours is crazy. I think a lot was like 2 hours, but shit.
I'm saying if I beat you 2 times back to back. If you win one, you're gonna be like, nah, yeah, you ain't.
We gotta run it back, yeah.
Right?
Especially if it's content, especially if you gonna post it. I got something to prove now.
I'm putting you on the internet and all that. You're gonna be like, nah, we gotta run this back.
Yeah, facts. That's a fact, bro. Well, listen, man, I appreciate your time, bro. I appreciate you with the quick turnaround too on accepting this invitation, man. And all the stuff dropping all the knowledge, man. Hopefully the young bulls get, they take something from your dating advice.
Yeah, man. Do that, man. What I really want, and my goal is for the women to listen to me, so I can change stuff. Because it be them.
It would be hot.
It be them. They the problem.
But that's for another day. All right, we're gonna leave it at that. Well, there you have it. Another amazing interview with my dog Josh Smith, the number one Josh Smith. And make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, let's continue to think elite and together. Welcome to Score Society. There you have it. Another episode for Score Society. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, share, follow us on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, at Score Society. Let's continue to think elite and together. Welcome to Score Society.